Empties, welcome to my channel. I am Maria, aka Agape Love Girl. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm back with a new Empties video. This should be a lot shorter than my last Empties video where I had so much to talk about. I plan on doing Empties a lot more regularly, so they'll be a little bit shorter. They won't have as much products, but I'll at least be able to share my thoughts on these items and possibly be able to expand a little bit more since I don't have to keep it as brief moving on from one product to the next super quickly when I have too much to share. So with all that, let's go ahead and get into my empties I have for this month. The first one I have is a Bath & Body product. This is the Whipped Jojoba Scrub from NBA Cosmetics, and I picked up the scent Unicorn Dreams. It's obviously gone, but this is like what it looks. Oh, it still smells so good. Here's what it looks like. It's a super cute packaging, and the Unicorn Dreams scent is like a kind of like sweet candy, like vanilla-y banana scent. It's really good. But NBA Cosmetics, some of you guys may or may not know, they do a lot of bath and body products. So they have their own handmade soaps, body scrubs, belly butters, and things like that. They have an amazing selection of bath and body products. Definitely check them out if you're into bath and body stuff, because their stuff is amazing. Anyways, I love their soaps and have gone through several of their soaps, but obviously can't really show those as empties because once soaps are gone, they're like literally gone. But I do have this, and like I said, it's their Whipped Jojoba Scrub. And this is a nice, very light body scrub. It's nothing too rich or heavy. It literally is, like it says, a whipped texture, so it's almost like think whipped cream, that kind of very thin texture, but it also has some jojoba beads in it, so it has a little bit of a scrub to it. So it's a very lightweight, gentle scrubbing scrub. So if you're not into like super harsh exfoliators, this might be something to look into. But I will say I feel like it goes kind of quickly just because it is that whipped formula, and it's very lightweight, so it kind of goes a little bit quickly, but it's really nice. Okay, next up I have several setting sprays. Now setting sprays are a little bit hard to kind of like review. I know I have been requested by a couple different people actually. They wanted me to do, or it's been requested that I share like my favorite setting sprays or like the best setting sprays, and I've always been so hesitant, and I'll reply this, like it's so hard to say like this is the best setting spray because setting sprays work differently for different people. It really depends on your skin type. It really depends on like a lot of things, you know, so it's like it's hard for me to be like this one's the best, this one's gonna make your makeup last the longest. Also, like it's hard also to tell, like unless you wear the exact same makeup and are in the exact same conditions every single day, day in and day out, it's really hard to gauge like which one makes your makeup last longer than the other, because you might wear one and your makeup lasts all day long, but then you use a different one under different conditions and your makeup wears away faster, but maybe it's because you were like outside and you were sweating, or you know what I mean? It's like it's so hard to tell. So for that reasons, I've never really like shared my favorite setting sprays, but I do have some that I just prefer more than others, not because of performance wise. It's mostly based on like the way it sprays out. And that's like how I just gauge setting sprays. So just I know that was kind of a long spiel, but just know that ahead of time when I talk about setting sprays. So the first one I'm going to talk about is kind of a newest one to me, and that is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I will say that I really love this one. I don't like the price of it because I feel like it runs out too quickly because it is that aerosol spray. Like it runs out very quickly. I'm actually going to be testing because I feel like I don't know how long this lasted me, but I'm testing. I do have another one that I purchased recently when I purchased the Jaclyn Hill Vault, and I literally started using it on October 1st. So I'm going to use it all this month, and I want to kind of see how long it lasts me. So now that I know when I first started using it, I can kind of gauge how long this lasts me, but I feel like this lasts, it just goes so quickly because it is the aerosol spray. But at the same time, that's why I love it so much. I know that a long time ago in one of my videos, and if I could find it, I'm going to put the clip in here and tell you guys, because I remember a long time ago, like years ago, that I mentioned that I wish a brand or brands would come out with a hairspray or aerosol type kind of spray for setting sprays, because that was one thing that I felt like would just be so perfect for a setting spray. I felt like setting sprays, I really wish they came in more of an aerosol can so that they sprayed really evenly. With the problem with these kind of pump sprays is they kind of like spray and you get these big dots like left on your skin, and so I've found that if I spray it and then kind of pat it with like a beauty sponge, then it kind of works okay. But if you don't do that, then you get like little water droplet things on your skin, and it seems like this stuff will seal in the makeup just in those spots. And if you look at your face later in the mirror, I notice I've done that a couple times and not really paid attention, and I have makeup that's sealed up in a couple little spots, and then around it it's like worn off. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing. So I love setting sprays because I feel like they really do help to keep your makeup locked in place, but at the same time, the way it's misted, it just, it's so frustrating, and I wish they just sprayed more evenly. At that time, no one had done it. And no, I do not think that Morphe somehow saw my video and saw my idea and stole my idea. I don't think that. I just think that it's just like a smart, it's just bound to happen at some point. At that point, it wasn't a reality. And I was so excited when I first saw they were coming out with this, and I was like, yes, finally. But it took me forever to purchase, for one, because I think you could only purchase it at that time on the Morphe website, and shipping, I think, is just so ridiculous on the Morphe website. So I held off on that. I think you can purchase this at Ulta now, which I think is really awesome. But anyway, so, and I think it's like $15. That's kind of on the higher price end for a setting spray, plus the shipping makes it like 20 bucks or more, or whatever it is. So it's like, makes me not want to purchase. But the fact that it's an aerosol spray makes me want to keep purchasing it. So I don't know, we'll see. I'll have to update you in my next Empties videos to tell you how long this actually lasted me, because I know I have several others that last months and months, whereas this one probably didn't last me a month, but I'll know for sure later on after I finish my next one. But anyway, so I wish that was just a little bit cheaper, because it doesn't last as long for the price. It makes it kind of a bummer. Anyways, moving on. That was long. I have an empty of the old... I was gonna say Ultra HD, that is Makeup Forever. Anyways, the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. This is one that I have repurchased countless times. I've also received it in PR countless times. And it's a good one. It's a classic, it's a cult fave, and it's a fave for a reason. It's just a good setting spray all the way around. I really like it. Next up, I have a mini one. This is a Slay All Day setting spray from Gerard Cosmetics. It's been a minute since I've really gave these a lot of attention, but I found this in my drawer. I need to clear out my drawer. I think I want to do a declutter video going through some of my makeup drawers, because I was going through them recently and I was like, oh man. But this one only had a little bit left, and I was like, oh, I might as well use it. And it was I think this is the coconut scent. Yeah, it's like a coconut, no, not, oh my gosh, cucumber scent, and it smells really good. I always really like these Slay All Day setting sprays because they do have those yummy scents. They have like peach, they have coconut, they have a lemongrass, they have the cucumber one, and I think they're really nice. These are more, I would say, like really help you stay matte. So if you're oily, I think these would be a really good option. They're a more mattifying setting spray, but I really like them. I don't know if everybody does, because not everybody likes the really scented setting sprays, but I actually really did like them a lot. And I am an affiliate with Gerard Cosmetics. I have an affiliate discount code with them. So if you're interested in anything from Gerard Cosmetics, I'll leave my code on the screen or in the description box. But yeah, I just figured in case you want to try them and want a discount code, there's that. And then I also have this one from Ofra Cosmetics. It's their Makeup Fixer Light Mist. I actually received this, not in PR, but I got it for free via Octoly. And this took me forever to use up, because as you can see, like, look how big it is. This setting spray is only $20. You're getting 8 ounces and compared to 4 ounces, so it's double the amount of the Urban Decay one for much less. And I actually really like this as well. Let me see if it still sprays. Nope, it's completely gone. It has a really great spray on it, I think, and it was just really, really long lasting. I would recommend this one actually, I think. I mean, I would recommend any of those. It really depends on your preference. I like the Morphe one. I just don't like the price for how quickly you go through it. I love the Urban Decay one, but if you can't afford that and you really like want to get something, I know $20 is still a lot for a setting spray, but for as much as you get, like this is a banging deal. This is such a good deal. I will probably repurchase this. I would probably repurchase this. Right now I don't need to because I have other setting sprays. I actually have another backup of the Urban Decay one, and I still have, like I said, I'm going to be using this one, the Morphe one, exclusively this month just to see how long it lasts me, but I have other setting sprays. So I don't need to repurchase at the moment, but I think when I do, I'll probably repurchase this one because it's such a good deal and it's so long lasting, and I feel like it worked really well for me. Next up, I have a brow, oh my god, whoa, a brow pencil. This is the Cella Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Color little skinny brow pencil. I think I got this in a BoxyCharm box probably a long time ago, and I just had it in my little brow pencil. I have a little cup on my dresser, my vanity dresser, and I have a bunch of brow products in there, and this was just sitting in there. I had put it in there and thought I'd give it a try, and for the longest time never used it, never reached for it, and then one day randomly I was like, I'm just gonna give it a try, and I actually really liked it. Now I never used this in video except for once. I will link that video. It's a video I did recently, and I used this. I didn't show it on camera, but I mentioned that I used it, so you can kind of see what my brows look with it in there. And then I also used another brow product from Maybelline to kind of get a feathered brow look, and that's kind of like the combo I was doing. I was doing this with that brow gel for this feathered look, and I really liked it a lot. I felt like it went on, like it glided on really easily, smoothly. You know, there's some brow pencils that just kind of like they're just too thick. They don't glide nicely on your skin and on your brows, and just kind of skips, or some just seem too waxy. This one's just a very nice consistency, good pigmentation, and I really liked it a lot. It was really easy to use, except for the only thing I would say is, and this is probably the main reason I don't necessarily prefer the skinny brow pencils, is because they just run out so fast, and for me, I just don't feel like they're worth the price. I don't know how much this one costs, but either way, I just feel like you usually run out so quickly of the skinny brow pencils. At least I do, because the way I do it is I completely fill in my brows with them. Like I use it to completely fill in the whole thing. I know not everybody does that. I do. So for me, it's not necessarily always worth it, but these are very convenient for me to use, I feel like. So I do like to sometimes reach for, you know, the skinny brow pencils, because I just can quickly and easily fill in my brows and then throw in some brow gel and I'm good. Whereas I feel like I spend a little bit more time on my brows when I'm using a powder and filling them in. I don't know, there's just something about it, but it ran out pretty quickly because I only just started using it like maybe middle of last month, and now it's already gone. So that's kind of a bummer. I guess I'll have to see how much this actually cost and see if it's worth it, if I will repurchase, because there's actually another one that I've used and used up and got another one. It's the MAC one that I got in a BoxyCharm, and I love that one, but that one's like $20, and for as quickly as I go through that as well, I don't want to spend $20. So if this is cheaper than that, then I might get it, but other than that, I might just also stick to my brow power pomade. So yeah. Next up, I have a concealer. This is the, you guys don't even need an introduction for this, but this is the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I finally used it all up. I got the shade Light, and it's finally all gone. It took me a long time. Everybody knows this is an amazing concealer. It's pretty much everybody's favorite concealer. It was my go-to for the longest time, and I kind of want to repurchase, but I'm not going to yet because I have so many concealers right now, so many that I'm using, so many that I have that were sent to me. And so I just cannot right now justify buying a new concealer, even though this is one of my top favorites and one of the best, especially for dark circles. But I have other ones that I think are really great for dark circles as well that I really love using. And so I'm just gonna wait. I probably will eventually repurchase this, but for right now it'll be a while because of so many other concealers to use and go through. So I'm going to do that before repurchasing. But you guys have seen me use that countless times in many of my videos. You guys know it's a great concealer. There's really I don't even need to say it. So anyways, I only have one more thing left, and that is a lip gloss that I used up. And this is the Gerard Cosmetics, I think there's a Kiss Assist lip plumping lip gloss. You guys know me, you know I love my lip plumping lip glosses, and I had purchased these myself because I was curious to give them a try, and I actually really love these. I mean, clearly you can see I actually have another one that I brought here that I'm almost out of, so you can see like the difference. There's a little bit at the bottom, but it's kind of looking gross. I think I've had this for like a year or whatever. So I mean, I'm pretty much done. And then this one I've had, like one of them I keep in my office, one of them I keep in my purse. This is the one I keep in my purse. Clearly I use it the most. This one I just use every once in a while here in my office. That's why I still have some left. But I really like this plumping lip gloss. Let me just say this. I love plumping lip glosses because of the tingling effect, not because I feel like they actually plump my lips. So I'm not going to speak on, yes, it really plumps my lips up. I don't know if any lip gloss really does anything so dramatic for lip plumping, but like I said, the main reason I love plumping lip glosses and lip products is because of that tingling feeling. This one does have a very nice tingling feeling. It's not overwhelming, but it is a nice little tingling feeling that you feel. This one is also like a cinnamon scent, where most I feel like, yeah, cinnamon. Oh, it's so good. Most plumping lip glosses I feel like almost have a more minty or pepperminty scent or kind of flavor to them. This one is cinnamon, so I really like that. Cinnamon is just so yummy, and so I really love this and love these, and I'm glad that I had two of them that I purchased because they're just like one of my favorite lip glosses. Now, even though I'm almost close to running out of this, I probably will not repurchase just yet. This will probably be on my radar to repurchase eventually, but I'm gonna hold off on repurchasing right now because I have so many, again, just like the concealers, so many lip glosses that I don't like, just shouldn't be purchasing anymore. I have actually almost a brand new of the Too Faced Lip Injections lip gloss that I purchased at IMATS recently. And that actually used to be one of my favorites, but I actually think I like this one better than the Too Faced one, to be honest. But anyways, I have a pretty much brand new one, so I'm going to be using that. I have the City Lips. I have several of the shades of the City Lips plumping lip glosses, as well as the new Urban Decay Hi-Fi Shine lip glosses. The Hi-Fi Shine ones are not plumping lip glosses, but still they're lip glosses that I use all the time, and so since I have those, I just really cannot justify purchasing these ones because I like them all pretty much the same. While I would say yes, I like this one a little bit better than some of the other ones, I like the other ones just as much, so it's not like I need to have this in my life. Will I want it eventually when I start dwindling down on my other lip glosses? Yes, but for right now, I don't need it. So anyways, that is it for my empties this month. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful and informative. If you guys have tried any of these products, I'd love to hear your experience with them. Feel free to share in the comment section, and that can be kind of helpful for anybody else who's interested in learning a little bit more about any of these products. But with all that being said, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, much love and hugs to you. Bye, beauty babes.